We're having omelets for breakfast. Today we're putting cabbage, onions, bell peppers, sausage, and our farm fresh eggs into our omelets. And some Mexican cheese, the best. I like to fry up the sausage and the vegetables first and make sure they're well done before I pour some of the egg in. Normally my kids really like spinach, tomatoes, and mushroom in their omelets, but I don't have any of those things right now, so I'm just making it with the cabbage and bell pepper and onion. But they really like this recipe too. They'll like pretty much any omelet that I make. Before I fold this over, I like to put some cheese in the middle, and then I will fold it over and let it cook a little bit longer until it's cooked all the way through.
That's it, buddy. You know you're about to get messed with.
Ta-da! Here you go, Garrett. The boys like to eat theirs with lots of Valentino sauce. Watering the seedlings, trying to bring them back to life because I neglected them in the greenhouse for too long. So they're starting to turn yellow, and some of them, I lost quite a few of them actually for neglecting them, but it's all right. Harley, you don't mind the water? Silly kitty. All the sunflowers came up. Oh my god. Now you're soaking wet. You really?
Look at my mom ride my bike. What is she doing? Who does she think she is?
Ooh. Charlotte is broody. She's been on her eggs for 2 days now. And I think I gave her maybe 15, 18 eggs, I'm not sure. But she's excited. She's a sweet girl too. I think she's gonna be a good mama. She's never had her hatched chicks before, so we'll see. But she's a very gentle girl, so I know she's gonna be a good mom. Some of the other hens get mad at me when I touch them when they get broody, but not her. She's a sweetheart. I'm doing a video on this seed organizer that I'm making, so stay tuned. I should be posting this sometime next week. Hopper's in his pen. I'm about to plant some flowers right here, so he's gonna be near me. But he's doing really good, you guys. I'm so glad that he wasn't hurt. Oh, Hoppers. He's enjoying eating some weeds. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Alright, before I lay the drip tape down the row, I'm going to put compost on top. Alright, last year when we grew out here, we noticed that some of the plants looked like they were deficient in some things, so we know that this is pretty dry out here and it's real sandy, so we're going to try to add as much organic material as possible just to try to add some nutrients. So what I have here is chicken manure compost and some sand. So this has been sitting for about a year or so. I have a ton of it, so I'm gonna spread this out along the top of the row, and then we're gonna go behind, plant seed, and then put the drip tape down. All right. All right, I'm gonna keep going until I finish probably 2 rows. All right, you may be wondering why we don't use a tractor. Or yeah, we know it's easier with a tractor, but right now we don't have a tractor, and we're trying to make do without one. So we have a tiller, and just trying to do things manually. One thing we told ourselves is when we bought this property and started getting into homesteading and things like that, we wouldn't go into debt for stuff like this. So we're just saving up. If we see the right tractor, we'll buy it. But yeah, we just didn't want to go into debt to have a tractor, and we wanted to make sure that we were gonna be able to utilize one. We didn't want it to just sit over there. So we're trying to make sure that we figure out what exactly we want to do, and then make sure that we'll be able to use it once we do buy one. So it's not just a toy. But got this all done. I'm gonna lay out some drip tape now, and then see if Marion wants to start getting some seeds over here. All right. I want to show a little closer picture of the drip tape fittings. So basically, this is a 1/2-inch poly landscaping tubing, and then you have the connector here, and this is also a valve. So here's the actual drip tape. The drip tape connects to the valve here in the fitting into your 1/2-inch poly tube, which goes to your faucet. And then this is basically treated like a manifold. So this drives all your water source out to where you want it, and then you tee off down your rows with the drip tape. So this stuff right here is pretty cool. You can see here, it fits right over that fitting, and it's really thin, but it has emitters. I think it's every 10 inches or 12 inches. You can get different patterns, and that's what we use. This stuff has saved our life. So I'll show you how we're connecting them here in a second.
Charlotte is off her nest getting food and water, but look how many eggs she's got. And the chickens were all riled up, and that's what they do when a broody hen comes off the nest. They come over here and they make tons of noise. I think they think they're scaring stuff off or keeping stuff from getting the eggs, but I just thought that was kind of cute. And then looky here, somebody else has gone broody. And look at this, someone is building their nest, so I'm probably gonna end up having 3 broody hens soon. Crazy girls. Oh, this one's on. I can't do it one-handed. It's going up.
Soaking.
Look at my Peggy Martin rose. It is so beautiful right now. It's just covered. Climbing up there. It's hot today. been a really difficult season for peas. You can see our peas are nowhere near as full as they were last year. This whole thing should be covered in peas, taller than these poles, but it's been so wet. We've been getting so much rain that they're just not doing well. They're not thriving. They can't get the nutrients that they want when the soil stays wet this long. So that's kind of frustrating because we've always done really well with peas, but that's okay because I'll just have to plant some peas in the fall and get a big fall harvest instead of a spring harvest. So I'm going to plant some of this amaranth, and then also, I think these are carnations. I could be wrong. Yep, carnations. I'm going to plant these in kind of a cluster. It's going to be in this flower row that I already have some cosmos coming up and some zinnias, so I'm going to kind of jam pack them here on the shady part of this row. You got a fish? Good job. Right, here they are. And this area of this row is full, or almost full shade. It gets a lot of morning sun. So they should do well in this spot, but we'll see. Bless you.